Well, it is Mandela Monday. Thank you, Kat. And starting a week of amazing real-life stories. Now, I've got two heroes here next to me who started what's called the street store. And I must say, even I got roped into it. Max, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Kayli, hi, how are you? Before we even get to the whole concept and also how it works, let's take a look at South Africa's very first street store.
They didn't know what would happen. They'd never done anything like it before. But they jumped in with both feet, and what happened was beautiful. As the sun rose on Somerset Road, Cape Town, they waited, wondering whether any good Samaritans would arrive. And arrive they did. Bags and suitcases and carloads full of clothing and shoes began trickling and then pouring in. All donated to the world's first rent-free, premises-free, free pop-up clothing store for the poor, found entirely on the street and curated by you. Hang out donated clothes and drop shoes and boxes. And then the homeless help themselves.
So they hang up and help out, and our very first street store. And in our studio, Kayli and Max. Now, the founders of Street Store, it's something that has spread or spread like wildfire across the country and also as far as the UK and the United States. Now, it is Mandela Monday, and this is our way of giving back. So we want to talk about an initiative that has come our way to help out and bring a little bit of kindness. Kayli and Max, first of all, we're totally proud of you.
Thank you.
I was at the first street store, and it was absolutely amazing. First of all, how did this idea of giving back come about?
So Max and I work in Greenpoint, which is very trendy and very hip, and at the same time, there's a huge homeless problem.
Yes.
So what we wanted to do is kind of try and find a way that the haves could help the have-nots.
Wow.
And kind of bridge the gap between the two. So the obvious place for them to meet was the street. So we thought that why not have a day of giving where the two could meet and come together and help one another.
So, you know, unlike Robin Hood, you don't really steal from the rich. You ask the rich to bring it through and hang it up, literally. But how has the response been? I mean, Max, when we talk about the street store, first of all, how does it work?
It's a very simple concept. It's just made out of 5 posters. And what we do, the day before, as you can see behind you, we hang up those 2 over here and this one over here. The day before, and then the next day, just to give people a little bit of awareness of when it's going to happen and how. And then you come the next day, we ask people to donate the clothes on the day. They come on the day, they donate their clothes, they hang it up over here, as you can see, through this little design element that we've created. And then the homeless come, we ask the homeless to come as well, and then they come and shop, and they pick and choose an outfit for themselves.
So when Max talks about shopping, I have to say, the homeless doesn't bring any money. So we bring our clothes, we hang it up, and they basically come and they choose what they want. And I've seen it play out. And I mean, the first one was a huge success.
It was a really, really great success. It was very overwhelming, actually.
What was the response of people? Because I remember arriving at your very first street store, and there were lots of people giving, and they were also, it was very orderly. People came and they were selecting what they needed, and they took it and they went home. What has the response been from the first street store?
From the public, it was, like I said, completely overwhelming, and people like brought from 1 shirt to 6 bags full. It was like that we didn't even know what to do with it sometimes. And when it came with the homeless, I mean, just the gratitude, the sheer gratitude that we experienced from the street was, Kayli and I had to hold the tears back quite often.
One would imagine that this is something that alleviates poverty, and I mean, it's probably not a solution for homelessness, but what is your vision and your goal for the street store?
So the plan is that, as you say, it's not alleviating poverty. We're not fixing a problem in the long term, because the whole thing is that a lot of people have said, oh, you're just enabling and you're just making people reliant on you. But we're not, because it's 1 day of generosity.
Right.
But our goal at the moment is that we realize that we can help people in our street. But how good is that? What we want to help the rest of the world. So our plan is to actually make all the information open source. So anyone can go to www.thestreetstore.org, download a how-to guide and all the posters and all the designs and host a street store for themselves.
This is excellent. So even if I'm in the UK or in America, I can download the concept and go ahead with my street store. And
We've had so many requests. It's overwhelming.
When's the next one?
On Thursday.
They don't wait, do they?
We haven't told anybody yet. It's actually going to be on Thursday at quite an iconic place in Cape Town. It's going to be on the outside fence of the Cape Castle.
Oh, wow.
On Sir Lowry Road. So we're very, very excited.
So to our homeless who managed to watch our Feel Good Breakfast show, there's a street store coming your way. And to everyone else that wants to donate, I think it's a great concept. Are your bosses happy with you? Because this is amazing.
They are so happy. They are so incredibly happy. And we're so...
And supportive.
Wow. Well, you heard it. thestreetstore.org, and you can follow them on Twitter as well, @thestreetstore. Because on Thursday, there's another chance for you to shop for a really, really amazing feel-good cause. Well, this is your Feel Good Breakfast show. We'll be back after the break.